Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics 10. So we are going to again continue with our Photoshop classes, and today we are going to see the pen tool and the other tools which are present in this particular group. So pen tool is basically used for creating shapes, and also it is used for selecting or make selection, pretty much similar to the lasso tool, but mostly it is used for creating shapes. So how can we create shapes by using the pen tool? As we select the pen tool, we have to select couple of options. If we want to create a shape, then we have to select this property called as shape. Otherwise, if you want to create a path, that is a different thing. Then we have to select path. That we will see in some other video. But for now we are going with the shape option. Then we can choose the fill color and the stroke color. We can also choose the stroke width and the stroke style. If you want a regular, or do you want a dashed line or a dotted line, that we can select. We can also select the caps, but we are going with the default setting. And if you want particular height and width, all that also we can select. So these are the basic properties. We have some more properties, but for now we are going to go with these basic properties. So what we have to do, we have to simply click and release the mouse button again. First I will choose a stroke color. Let's say if I choose this red color, and I'm keeping the fill option off for now. So I'm choosing no color option, so there won't be any fill color to start with. I can add it later on. So I'm just creating a, and I will also need to decrease the stroke value as it is 0 now, so we cannot see anything. So let's say I'll keep it to 8 for example. So this is what basically we have to do. We have to simply click and create a path for any shape that we want, and if we click and hold and drag our mouse button without releasing the button, then it will create a curve. Again, if you want, we can click and create another curve. Again, if we click and drag, then it will create a curve. And if we click over here, alt and click over here, then it will create a straight line. We have simply click it. If you click and drag it, then it will create a curve, and automatically the next node will be a curve. But if you do not want the next node to be a curve, then we have to press and hold the alt key or option key if you are using Mac, and click on the previous node. Then it will give us a straight line instead of a curve, so that you can adjust. If you want two curves, then you can simply click it twice, and if you want only one curve, and after that if you want a straight line, then you have to alt plus click on the previous node. I will show you one more time. I will just undo this, undo, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I will zoom it a little bit so that you will understand properly. So if I click and drag, it will create a curve instead of a line, straight line, and automatically by default it will create a curve. So if we create one curve, then automatically it will create two curves. But what if we want only one curve and after that we want a straight line? Then we can simply press and hold alt key or option key and click on this node, the last node which is present, and then we have to release the alt button. Then we will get another straight line. So if you don't want two curves, then you have to do this particular thing. I hope you are understanding or following me, and this is how it is done. So if you want only straight line, then you have to simply click. And remember one thing, we can change all these after we have completed the shape, so it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm just creating a random shape, and if I click over here, then pretty much similar to the selection tool, we are completing the loop. So this is a shape now. And if I want to add a fill color, then I can add fill color from here. These are presets or colors which are present over here, and we can also choose color from here, single color. So it will look something like this, and it will also create a shape layer, as you can see in the layers panel. And if you want to add gradient color, then you can click over here, gradient, and we can choose any gradient we want from this menu. Opacity is 100. So I selected this particular gradient, and other things are pretty much similar to that we have seen earlier in the gradient tool that we have learned in the earlier videos. So you can choose or change the gradient colors, and if you want to add, we have to click on the slider, then it will create an extra point. Like this, you can add as many points as you want, and we have these options, radial, angle, that you already know. And if you want to add pattern that we have seen, then the pattern option is also there, pattern, and we can choose any pattern that we want, that we have seen. And if you want a single solid color, then we can choose this first option, solid color option, and we can choose colors from here or from this color picker panel. And if you know the hexadecimal code, you can simply add the hexadecimal code here after this hashtag. This is also used for web designing. People only copy this code or remember this code, or they note it down somewhere, and they will apply this code while creating websites in web designing. So this is called as the hexadecimal code. This is very useful. So there is a different hexadecimal code for different colors. So you can change your color. You can also change the color of stroke. Properties are pretty much similar. And if I increase the stroke value, this is how it will look. And if I change the style, this is how it will look. So I'm keeping it to default normal line. So this is the shape that I have created. This is not a shape that we can name. This is a random shape, abstract shape. But what if I want to edit this shape? So we can use multiple options or multiple tools which are present in this group. So the first tool is, we are going to look at these two tools afterwards. First, these two tools, add anchor points. Using this, we can add anchor points. So these are the anchor points that we have already created. But what if I want to add one anchor point in the middle section? Because if we use this, there is an option over here. If we use direct selection tool, we can click on these nodes or anchor points, and we can change the shape of any object that we have created. But we have to click on these nodes or the anchor points. But we have limited anchor points in this particular shape. So what if I want to add another anchor point in the middle or wherever I want? So we can use add anchor point option and simply click on the outline. We cannot click on this fill color. We have to click on the outline. So as you can see, I have added one anchor point in the middle. So as soon as I add an anchor point, this add anchor point tool is temporarily converted into the direct selection tool, by using which you can change the shape of any object. But as you can see, by default it has converted that point into curve. But what if we want that curve into a line tool, or if we don't want a curve, we want line instead of a curve? So what we can do, we can simply go to this same group, and we have convert point tool in the at last. So we can simply click on this particular node, then it will be converted into a line. Again, what if I change my mind? What if I again want a curve instead of a straight line? Then I can simply click and drag, then it will be converted into curve again. And if I want to convert it into line again, then simply I have to click. Remember, if you only click, then it will be converted into a line, and if you want to convert it into a curve, then we have to click and drag on the right side, so it will be converted into a curve. So this is also a straight line, then I'll simply click and drag, so it will be converted into line. Click and drag on the right side or left side, it doesn't really matter. So these all are now converted into a curve. This is also. So all these anchor points are now curve. Yes. So what if I want to convert all these points into a line? Then I can simply click on those anchor points or nodes. Then they will be converted into a straight line. So you can chop and change these as many times as you want until you are satisfied, or until you have achieved whatever shape that you are creating. So this is how it is done. So these are the methods to create any shape using the pen tool. So as we have added anchor points, similarly we can also delete the unwanted anchor points. So we can choose delete anchor point, and we can simply delete any anchor points that we don't want. So we can add anchor points, we can also delete anchor points. So these are very important tools, add anchor point and delete anchor point. This is also very important. We can convert any point to curve or straight line, or vice versa. So pen tool and these three tools together, we can create any shape we want. So what are these tools then? What are these tools? So free transform basically works as this lasso tool. So we have to keep holding the left mouse button pressed, press and hold left mouse button. All other properties are same. I will turn off this thing. So this will create a free path and shape. So this is pretty much similar, only the method is different, but it is also used for creating freehand shapes. So let's say if in fashion designing, I think we discussed this. No, I think we didn't. So if in fashion designing, let's say if some people they want to create these sketches of motifs, croquis, or animation artists, if they want to create this character arts, then you can use this particular tool. But we have to be very precise, and we have to practice very much to perfect this skill. So we have to keep on practicing if you want a better result. But this is how it works. And there is one more tool called as curvature pen tool. So if you want only curves, if you do not want any straight line, then we can use the curvature tool. So this will first, it will give one straight line, but after that it will create curves. Even if we choose straight path, it will create curves instead of straight lines. So if you want to create only curves, then you can use curvature pen tool. And there is also one use or other use of the curvature tool. Let's say if we have created this particular shape using the pen tool, I am only creating straight lines. So what if we want to change some things and create curves? Then you can simply use curvature pen tool instead of using the convert point tool, like this. So it will convert the straight lines into curves. So this is actually a newer tool. In the older versions, this tool wasn't there. So we can simply create curves by using the curvature tool, but we cannot convert anchor points into curves. For that we have to use the convert point tool. So this is how we can create any shape using the pen tool, freeform pen tool and curvature tool. So let us see one example. Let us try and trace some simple logos. So I will open some of the logos, simple logos. So I'll go to this thing, location, and I will choose some simple logos. So we will go with the simplest of logos. So this is a very simple basic logo because it doesn't have a single curve in this logo, Mitsubishi Motors. So you can simply choose pen tool, and I'm changing it to black color because this logo color is also red, so we won't be able to differentiate between the image and the shape that we are going to create. And remember to turn this on, the shape option. So I'm going to click over here, and if you want to change it, we can use the direct selection tool, and you can change or we can make minor adjustment. But remember, you have to click on this node first or anchor point first if you want to change it, otherwise they will move together like this. So we have to click on this anchor point first, and as soon as it is highlighted, then we can change. So now remember one thing, if you want to add color in this particular shape, then we have to turn on the fill option first, otherwise it won't be filled, the color won't be filled. So I will choose any color from here, then I can later on change the color. So what I'll do is I will keep it over here. Now if I want to make a copy of this particular shape, then I can simply press Ctrl J or Command J, then it will create. So we have to select this whole tool, whole shape, Ctrl J, or instead what I'll do is I'll press Alt and drag, so it will, or Option drag, so it will copy, and I will simply rotate this particular thing. So these are basically same shapes. I will rotate this. I will take another copy, Alt click, Alt + left click that we have seen earlier, Shift to select multiple. So this is how it looks. So if you what if you want to insert this exact color in these shapes? So I'll simply select this, and I have to go to pen tool again, and I can simply choose, or rather I can simply double click on this thumbnail, not over here, on this thumbnail, double click, and I can simply choose the color from here. Again double click, and I don't want these outlines, these strokes, so we can simply go to shape, and if you want to remove these outlines together for all the shapes, then you can simply press and hold Control key or Command key in Mac and choose all three layers, and you can simply remove the outline together for all the shapes. So this looks pretty good. We can always make some minor adjustment later on. So this was a very basic logo which it didn't have any curve, but this Apple logo now has some curves. So how will we approach this? I'm just increasing the size. I'll close this. I will use pen tool, and instead of black I will use red color because this object is images of black color. So I'm using a different method. Maybe some people will use some other method, but it is depending upon your personal choice that how will you create a particular. So I'm making a rough selection by using either a convert point tool or curvature tool or add or delete. You can use any option. So I'll use curvature tool, and I can simply, I'm adding this. Curvature tool is pretty useful. We can simply add now. If you click twice, then it will be converted into a straight line like this. If you click and drag, then it will create a curve, and if you simply click, then it will create a straight line. So practice this tool. I'm directly using the curvature tool now. But we want sharper edges, so I will click. It needs more work, but looks pretty good. If you want to delete, looks pretty good. So I can simply turn this off, and I will go to pen tool again or curvature tool, and if I select, I will turn off the stroke. Click on this thing. So this is how it looks. So we can simply trace any object by using the pen tool or the curvature tool. It is depending upon your personal preference. So we have created shapes. We can create n number of shapes by using the pen tool, which is pretty useful. Pen tool is also used for selection, as I have mentioned earlier, but that we'll cover in some other video. We also have some ready-made shapes over here. That again we will also cover in some different video, but just to remind you that we have also some ready-made shapes. We can also change those shapes or edit those shapes by using curvature tool and all these tools. But for now, I think for this video, I think that's it. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see any further videos, then please subscribe to my channel. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye and cheers.